I'm just really happy for this basketball team. They wanted this win. Our fans were terrific today. They came out and supported us, and we really fed off of that, especially in the second half. I thought it got very loud in there. Sam Logic, I mean, she really was extraordinary today. Again, there's not many point guards in the country that are going to average a double-double with rebounds and points. Melissa Dixon was a great spark off of the bench for us again in the second half. And first half, we kind of had some unusual lineups in there with some foul trouble, and we withstood that. And we also withstood their 25 offensive rebounds, which was kind of tough to swallow. But when you look at how many points they scored off those offensive rebounds, you can see they only scored 17. We actually scored 15 points off the offensive rebounds, so it wasn't, in the end, that much of an advantage for them. Very, very proud of our basketball team, and excited to be able to stand and play again Tuesday night in Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Okay, we'll take questions now for the student athletes. Over here on the right.
Sam, after Coach Meyer's comments about needing to stop you yesterday, did you feel kind of responsible to take the game into your hands tonight?
I don't think to take it into my own hands. I think just to be composed and, not let whatever they're going to try to throw at me rattle me. Obviously, have a great team around me, and they don't have to, or they can't just focus on one person, as I said. And it just ended up that it was me tonight, that because you can't stop anyone, and anyone can be the leading scorer, and it just ended up being me today.
Up front here on the left.
Sam, talk about staying composed when it got pretty helter-skelter there in the first half, and maybe you were the one, calming influence and all. Talk about your role in that, and how did you how did you prevent from maybe getting flustered?
Well, I think that's what a role of a point guard is, just being the coach out on the floor, being, the director of everything. When it was going like that, you just had to take a deep breath. We have the home crowd, we weren't playing well. We had foul trouble in the first half, and we're only down one, so, we just really had to stay in the game and pull with, and but ending the first half well with, like Coach said, different lineups in that we're not used to was really big.
Over here on the left.
Melissa, it seemed like your guys really took off when you hit those threes early in the second half, and at halftime you had no points, 2 fouls, 3 turnovers, and somehow you were able to turn that around. Talk about that stretch, about a minute and a half where the game really changed.
Well, I was very well rested going into the second half since I didn't play a lot first half. But we ran our set plays really well. They switched on a couple of the screens, so it allowed me to be open, and my teammates made some really good passes to me.
Up here in front again, Andrew.
Melissa, talk about that a little. How do you find a shooting touch, or how do you do that in the second half when maybe you were rested, but you also weren't probably in any kind of rhythm? How did you find it?
Well, as a shooter, you just have to have a short memory. You have to know the next one's going in and to have that confidence that the next one is going in. So I was just able to do that the second half. And my teammates also have a lot of confidence in me, so that helps a ton.
Ryan on the left.
Sam, talk about the confidence this team has facing a team that tries to press, and everybody that can bring the ball up.
Well, it's really helpful. I mean, you can't really, again, key in on one person in that either. You have Jamie, Thea, and even Melissa, that, we can all bring it up. And when Tricia comes in, or Kathy came in and played some big minutes in the first half, just to be able to guard that is difficult. Instead of having one person that you rely on to bring the ball up, we can run into our offense through anyone, so that's really huge.
Up here in front.
This is for Sam or Melissa. When you are the home team and you've got the crowd, could you guys feel a little bit that crowd was waiting for something to happen, and maybe when Melissa hits the shots, maybe then they could finally let loose? Could you guys sense that?
Melissa, we'll start with you.
Definitely. We have the best fans. Our Hawk fans are incredible, and to be able to play on our home court was so huge, and they were behind us the whole time, so that really helped, I think, a ton.
Sam.
Yeah, definitely in the first half, when we just try to get back into it a little bit more. Especially when we started out the game, they were great, and then we got to let the lead get away from us a little bit. But right going into halftime and coming out in the second half, you really want to start strong, and that gives you a little momentum and gets the crowd into it too.
Jeff. Yep.
Yeah, Sam, could you comment on Melissa's her output there? You guys were down 7. Did you feel like the game was starting to slip a little bit before she caught fire a little bit?
Well, I think it was pretty early in the second half still, so I don't think slipping was, in our minds. We just knew that we had to get defensive stops, and we ran our sets, like Melissa said, like really well, and we have the utmost confidence in her coming in, even not playing a lot in the first half, just to do what she does best and shoot and get her shots off and knocked them down and definitely got the crowd back into it. But it never really felt like it was slipping away or anything, especially when you have shooters like her on your team.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Over here on the right.
I'm going to ask, give you Sam and Melissa, I guess, any preliminary thoughts yet on your matchup on Tuesday with Notre Dame and the challenges going up against them?
Sam, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I think about it a little bit. Seeing them win before we did, but obviously before the game we were focused on Miami. Now you get to think about it a little bit more. Again, we have a home game. Hopefully have a great crowd behind us again, but we have no expectations or no pressure on us, I don't think. Having a team of that caliber on your home floor, it's just something to gain from.
Melissa?
I think we all think that we don't have anything to lose, and we have this incredible opportunity to have Notre Dame come and play on our home court, so that helps a lot.
Anything else? Okay, thank you, ladies.